Hey everybody, it's me and my shadow. I am out at the river. So we're gonna see if we can find the stuff that we look for. Haven't been out to the Badlands out here, as I call it, in a long time. So we're gonna go for a little while today. It's supposed to be pretty cold, but it actually feels pretty nice with the sunshine out. So hopefully it won't be too miserable. Yesterday morning was 9 degrees. So it's not nearly like that today though. So, all right, we'll get after it. I see a bottle right here in the water. Looks like a cork top, and it looks whole. Cool. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my backpack with me today, and I forgot my carrying pouch that I carry on my belt with me all the time, so I'm gonna have to be pretty limited in what I grab. Ooh, that water is cold. See, we got ice out here this morning. Oh man, my hands have frozen. I'm gonna set this here for now and think about it. That's pretty cool, the way that ice is formed. I don't know how well that shows up on camera. Ooh, there's a lot of ice out here. I better be careful. Bust my butt. Alright, I had to dial back the volume for this clip. The wind was pretty insane for a second here. I'm just fascinated with the ice in this clip still. So, after this episode, you'll discover that ice is pretty fascinating to me. I can't help it though. I was born on the Gulf Coast, so ice outside of my freezer will never cease to amaze me. So, bear with me on this episode. Oh, here's a nice bit of gravel sticking out up here where there's usually not gravel. So I'm gonna look over this. I know you can't hear me because the wind's blowing like crazy. Might have something here. I'm kind of doubting it, but we'll look at it together. It might be worked on a little bit. Like I said though, I forgot my trusty hunting pouch that my mama made for me. And so I'm gonna have to be pretty picky about what I take home today. A second ago I said that there usually isn't gravel in this area. What I mean by that is that this area is usually covered over, silted in pretty well with sand. So there's probably gravel here, although the gravel does get moved around a lot. But it's probably just had the top layer of silt removed off of it. And I've actually, in this area, I've never seen that before. So that's why I'm searching it, because it's usually covered up, so probably other people haven't had too many opportunities recently to look over it. I don't see any footprints out here yet, so I might be the first one on it this morning. You bet. I just spotted something in the water here. I'm still searching that little freshly washed gravel bar. And I see something. I flipped it over already. I think it might be a little preform, really crude preform, or it could be just fooling me completely, but it kind of looks like something. I think it's definitely been had a little work on it. Yeah, it could be maybe the start of a preform or a bulb that got blown off. I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave that one for somebody else. I think I just found a really cool rock. I saw somebody finding this the other day. I can't remember what it's called. I think, well, let's find out if it's anything first. Look at that. Wow. It's like a caramel quartz almost. I don't know if that was what it was called, but I can't remember what this stuff is called. Man, look at that. Look how translucent that is. I can see my fingers behind it. And it's thick too. Wow. That is completely clear. That is more clear than I thought it was going to be. Wow. Look at that. See my finger behind it? Holy cow. That's beautiful. That's a keeper. Remind me if you guys know what that is. I can't remember the name of it. I just found this little piece here. I think this is actually a broken point or blade, tool of some sort. Just a little section of it, but definitely a worked piece. So cool. And we'll find a whole one. Something big sticking up out of the sand here, straight up and down. I don't know if it's a thing or if it's not a thing. Yeah, it's a great big flake. Yeah. Wow. Looks like it's been worked a little bit on that edge. Had some flakes driven off of it. I'm gonna keep that. That's pretty cool. It almost, there's some parts of it that kind of look like maybe it could be a natural break. Just popped off a big round stone, but I think it's worked. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You can see some serrations on that edge there. Cool. Well, that's big. Okay, guys. I just walked up on I think a point or a scraper. It's going to be something good. You can kind of see I've already taken pictures of it. Kind of walked around it here. I haven't picked it up or even touched it yet though, so I'm going to kind of slowly move in on it and tell me if you can spot it. Right here. Let's see if I can do it the coyote way. Oh my gosh, more is showing up. Sand's kind of wet, so it's hard to blow away. Oh my gosh, it's just getting longer. Oh my gosh. This is so much more than I thought it was going to be. Oh, wow. Looks like there's a base is broken so far, but this is amazing. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh boy. That would have been a smoker. I mean, I'm still just absolutely thrilled to have it. It's definitely got some brakes on it, but what a find. Looks like part of the base is broken off here on this left side, and there's a tip ding. But I think everything else is there. It looks like both the ears are there. What a find. Oh my gosh. Let's go wash it off here. Wow. Look at that. The flaking is really well done. Almost all the way across. There's a little ridge line there. Pretty much horizontal, diagonal flaking. Wow. What a well-made point. All right. Okay. Let's get back after it. So when I walked up on this, and even after I had taken pictures of it, I was pretty convinced it was just going to be like a little quarter-sized, half-dollar-sized scraper. So when I started uncovering it, I was really surprised that it was an arrowhead and how deep into the ground it was, or into the sand it went. It was a lot bigger than what I thought it was going to be. So I've been trying to identify it. Let's step over to the website. All right, I'm here at the Oklahoma section of the projectilepoints.net website, and the arrowhead that you just saw me find, I've done a little research, and I think I've narrowed it down to two possibilities. Let me know if you think I'm right or wrong, or you have any suggestions of your own. Leave me a comment if you get a chance. That'd be cool. But here in the notch projectile points, the first one I think it could possibly be is a cup, C-U-P-P. And some of these examples kind of look similar, except they're more narrow than what I have. But this drawn example here kind of looks like what I think mine looks like. I think mine would have had a rounded base on it, just judging by what's left of it. Who knows, though? So I thought those could be one. If it's a cup, then it would be 600 to 1,300 years old. And then the other one is down here in the corner notched section, and it is the Hopewell. I thought maybe a Hopewell could be what I have. Some of these examples here look like mine, or what I think mine might have looked like if it were whole. Like that one right there, that one, just several of these. And if it's a Hopewell, then it would be about 1,700 to 2,100 years old. So that's pretty cool. So let me know what you think, if you think I'm accurate on either of those choices or what. Thanks. Alright, wind noise was getting pretty bad right here on the camera. Those GoPros do not handle wind at all very well. Really, really loud. Need to get one of those little dead cat things to stick on over the microphone. But I'm just walking this gravel here in the shallows. It's nice and magnified by the water, so it's easy to see what you're looking at. Just kind of poking around and investigating. Some of it, you can see some of this is covered in algae, and kind of makes it hard to see at times. I just spotted something here. I thought I had found something really good right here. I was pretty convinced of it. there's a little shard of wood that I'm about to pull out here, and I thought it was a bone awl, one of those little stabbers, or it was basically bone that they would sharpen down and kind of smooth and polish, and I think they would use it to hold their hair up, or you know, you probably use it to pin things up with.
Darn it, I thought it was going to be one of those bone
That just turned out to be wood. Sure looked like it. Maybe next time. I really want to find one. Alright guys, I got a couple things to show you. I just found this, which I believe is a fossil. I know it is. I just can't remember what they're called. It's not a gastropod or a trilobite. It's like a kind of this snail-shaped looking thing here. The creature would have been inside there, I believe. I think that's what it was. It's not a very good example of one, but it's a big one. I already found another one earlier that was just kind of cruddy, and I pitched it. This one's kind of cruddy too, but it's so big. It's the biggest one I've found, so I'm gonna keep that. Put it in the old pocket here. And then right here, I spotted something interesting. That rock looks... Oh, it's just a leaf on a rock. Never mind. And the third thing, see this bone here in the water? It's got like a notch in the top of it. And that looks interesting to me. Like it was carved or something, I'm not sure. Embarrassingly, I think this turned out to just be a stick. I kept it, but I'm 90% sure it's just a stick. Here's something you don't see in Oklahoma too often anymore. Made a pretty cool sound, actually. Alright, so this time I found something way more substantial. Holy cow. Sorry, I know this is nothing to most of you guys, but you never really see water freeze over like this in my area too often. I've never seen the river freeze over. Of course, this is an inlet where it's not moving very much, but that's pretty thick right there. I'm definitely not going to walk out onto it. But it'd be cool because I'd like to get to that little island right there. But I'll fall through probably, so not going to do it. Nope, not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Isn't this kind of neat? See that circle around this plant? These are everywhere out here, but I've never showed this before, but it actually took me a little bit to figure out what was going on with this. And it's where the wind is whipping that plant around in a circle, and they do little 360s and sweep up their little living area there. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, you can see it on. There probably used to be a plant right here, because you can see some there. See this plant here, you can see some of his, where he's been doing some housekeeping. Yeah, anyway, I don't know, just kind of random, thought I'd show you that. Here's some more of them right there. Keeping things tidy. That's a nice piece of material right there. I like to find an arrowhead made out of that black chert like that. Found pieces of them. I don't think I've ever found a full one though. So you may recognize this bend here. I've been to it several times in my videos. It's right out about here somewhere is where I found that great big Adena point in the, I think it's in video 1 of the videos titled Best Arrowhead Hunt Yet or something like that. It was right in this area. I found a little broken bird point with it too, actually. But ever since then, I always come back here and check because I just feel like there's still stuff that's going to come out of the sand here. Every time I come out, there's a lot of wash off that comes down here, and there's new rocks to be seen, and more of them knocked down the bank here. So I always come back and check it out. Now I'm just trying to see if I can actually get it to break. It's stuck through. You can go all the way through. Alright, apparently this has become a video about ice, but I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this, but listen to the sound this ice makes when I push down on this soft spot against the bank. It goes out, that sound travels all the way across the ice to the other side. There's little holes through the ice here too, where you can see the water rippling. All right, it's ice. Neat. All right, guys. I stayed about an hour longer than I should have. I'm running out of daylight, and I got like half a mile to go. I've been booking it for like an hour, not an hour, a mile. I'm speed walking and just kind of scanning as I go. And I haven't really looked at it yet, but I think I may have just stumbled up onto a point. I just climbed up this embankment and stumbled up here. And I think I walked up on one. I'm gonna set you down here. I'll try to get my shadow out of the way. I think there's a little bifurcate point laying right here. We'll get the tripod on it. And take a couple pictures first. All right, I'm gonna pull this thing. Oh, wow. It's a little bifurcated point. Look at that. It's all there. It's pretty crude, but I believe it's all there. Yeah. Wow. I was not expecting to find anything on the way back. That's so cool. So I don't know if this is some kind of specific style of arrowhead, or if it's just a crude point that's been worked on the edge, reworked and reworked on the edge until it's worn down into that weird kind of curved shape. I found one very similar to it in the same location earlier this summer. I'm going to put a link to that video where I find it, and you'll want to go to about the 13-minute and 40-second mark to look at that if you're interested. Tell me what you think. Nobody wanted it, so I'm keeping it.